Alright, greetings, this is Dr.ParadoX, thank you for tuning in, and today I'm going to be showing you a new prefab that I created for Counter-Strike Source. Are you ready for this? Boom. Isn't that beautiful? Now I can't take credit for the entire prefab, as the helicopter itself was made by another person. I don't remember their name right now. I'll put it in the credits once I upload the prefab itself. So what we have here is a Blackhawk helicopter. But this is not just a helicopter. The person who uploaded this prefab originally had it made as a function detail, meaning that it was just a brush. It was sitting there and looking awesome, but that's about all it did. So I thought, what if I made it into something completely different? What if I made it into a functional brush? In other words, what if I make it sort of like into something that players can interact with a little more? So I turned it into a train. A funk track train is what you're seeing before you. That means that players can control it if they want to. Very good, I think, for zombie escape maps or other maps. Oh shit, I accidentally fell. Oh well, stuff happens. This is what happens when you don't pay attention to your environments. Alright, so back to it. This is the way this prefab looks like. So originally the prefab didn't have any moving parts. The glass could not be destroyed. It was just a regular piece of brush. Well, far from regular actually. It was pretty cool looking. And the fact that you can pull something like this off just from brushwork is pretty impressive actually. So, it's posable, it's interactive. You can open the doors, you can shoot the glass easily, you can open the pilot's doors, you can get in if you want to, and yeah, it has a few accessories to it. So some parts of it can be removed if you don't need them. For example, this light right here. This is actually a working mouse-controlled, player-controlled searchlight. So it works. It's pretty bright, and it has a long range. Oop. And you can control it like this. Isn't that impressive? So I made this into more of a search and rescue helicopter. Alright, let's turn it off. Here we go. And yeah, it's off. Alright, so once you get the prefab, all the accessories will be attached onto the helicopter. You can remove them if you don't need them. So we have the light, that's one accessory. Then we have a camera underneath here, which is this box right here. You can remove that one as well if you don't need it. Also a camera right here. At least I hope that looks like a camera. And a light in front that's similar to this one, only it does not move. So, now let's take a look at inside. We have here a couple of lights that light up the interior of the helicopter with this button right here. Pretty. That works. Alright. You can tweak the settings later if you need to. And I mentioned that there were cameras. This is a monitor, and those, and the one in the front and at the bottom, those are actual cameras that actually work in real time. So watch this. The bottom camera. Alright, difficult to see right now, but we'll get to that later. And the front camera. So that's how they work. If you don't need the cameras, again, you can remove them. Those are accessories. But they will be added on the prefab once you put it in. Alright, and now we're in the pilot seat. And I did some tweaking to the pilot seat with this lever right here. The reason for that being is because originally when I made this prefab, this part, this was not there. I added it because when I looked at the Blackhawk reference photos, there was something over there, so I thought I would add it with a liftoff lever. Here's the problem, however. When I initially made it, the liftoff lever, it was solid, so you couldn't pass it. And I thought, okay, what if the pilot needs to go back? So here's what we do. Instead of going here, you can just do this. You can pull the lever, it gets you back out, and you're here. Alright, and the best part about this is that the train it doesn't just go forward and up, you can stop it mid-track and you can just do, okay, the train is stopped, you can go here and you can snipe whoever you need to. Alright, now let's close this thing up and have some fun. Alright, now let's activate the train. Oh, and by the way, this thing, I later found out that you can make it not solid, so pretty much pointless to have the lever and the chairs now. Alright, but this is not still the best part. The best part happens when you turn on the helicopter, so watch this. This is how it looks right now, and watch what happens when I turn it on. So you turn the helicopter on with the activate button. Listen to the sound. Alright, let's try to get out. Now watch this. See the lights? We have a little nice heat distortion going on here. We have the rear lights. I actually did some research on how the lights work for the helicopter. So we have some lights going on. Right, now let's fly. So you turn on with the activate button, then you click 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you wait a little bit. Starts spinning. Let's have a look. Starts spinning a little bit. I actually got the inspiration from the Medicopter 117, I think, or 118. There was a German TV series about a rescue team, and this was how I remember them starting the helicopter, so I tried to replicate that process. Pull the lever, pull the first one, pull the second one. Now it starts spinning real quick. The sound has changed, and now we can fly. And we're up in the air. Alright, let's stop the helicopter right now. We stop trying to stop it. Ah, there we go. Alright, I'll turn on the cheats real quick. Alright, let's have a look on the outside. This is what it looks like on the outside. So it looks pretty nice. Let's turn on the light. There we go. Tell me that that does not look awesome. Took a picture of it real quick. And let's turn on the other light. There we go. Now keep in mind that one of those lights can actually be controlled by you. And of course we need to turn on the camera. This is the bottom camera. And this is the front camera. So the cameras both work. They can also be destroyed if you don't need them. But if you destroy one camera, the other one won't work as well. So yeah, this is how the helicopter looks. Let's see if I can get back inside. Alright, I'm back in. Now, alright, we have forward camera online. Let's turn off the lights. Don't need them at the moment. And go forward. Now, if we look here, we'll see that as we approach our landing platform, it is showing what actually happens real time, which is amazing. Another thing about this is that the camera in the front is not completely straight, like it has a bit of an angle, like it goes down a little bit, so you can actually see what's happening beneath you. And we are home. And once the helicopter reaches the end of the path, it automatically turns off. And there we have it. That's the demonstration of this awesome prefab that took me several weeks, if not at least 2 months to complete. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.